Welcome back, everyone, to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 1 of Tainted Grail. We are playing The Fall of Avalon. We are in the midst of Chapter 3A, Part 1. Our quest for this season, starting out with the Tainted Grail quest itself. We've got the Chapter 3A1 event card. It says... you clutch the Grail between your trembling fingers. So this was what the champions of Connacht ended up chasing. But how is your reclaiming the Grail supposed to help your village? You know only of two beings in Avalon, powerful and old enough to know what to make of it. Show the Tainted Grail. So our quest is show the Tainted Grail to Morgaine in Camelot in 190, or to the Pale Lady in the Mirror Lake 113. So let's go ahead to 113. 113 is the Mirror Lake. We're going to do our start of our day for round 1 and jump right into it. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontus Fathom Press. Cat 2 Journals out of Lovecraft Providence Omnibus, collecting all 6 volumes of August Moldenhauer, Giuseppe Balsamo's Out of Lovecraft's Providence, and Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment. You can buy all the individual editions. They are still in print. So go check those out in the bookstore link below. But Cat 2 Journals Omnibus Edition, Special Edition, hardcover format, great collection item to add to your Lovecraft collection. We've also got Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, with a new Dune movie coming up. Topics like the ethics of Frank Herbert in God Emperor of Dune. This is very interesting stuff, and deep dive into why people love Dune so much and why Dune is actually something very interesting for us to look at. And lastly, our podcast series. We've got the newest volume, Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, Decoding the Dragon Symbol in Myth and Occult Traditions. If you're fans of Tainted Grail, this really fits in because we talk somewhat about the Arthurian legends in here. Dragon and the Grail, the Holy Grail, Bloodline, Pendragons, the works of Lawrence Gardner. So maybe we'll do some deep dives into that. These all help to support the channel. As usual, you can also check out our Patreon, and for as little as $1, help to support what we do. If you like what we're doing here, really appreciate that feedback and that support. You can stay abreast of our Song of Ice and Fire gameplay and miniature painting, our Joan of Arc miniature painting. We'll be doing some more Tainted Grail miniature painting throughout this year as well. And we've just wrapped up some painting videos for A Song of Ice and Fire. We've got the Tully Cavaliers looking great. So go check those links out as well. Liking, subscribing, sharing helps to grow the channel. Let's jump into day 1. We're going to go ahead first and reduce the time on all of our men here. So this will be moving down to 5. And this one as well, moving down to 5. We're going to reveal the next event card. So we can pull this event card up. And we just get beautiful weather here. It says your first day travels cost 1 energy less. Okay, that's great. When drawing a random green encounter, draw 2 and pick the one with the smallest value. Okay, that's good to know. Even wild animals come out of their dens for the perfect day of the hunt. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a nice, beautiful day. Right, we need more of these, right? Beautiful day of travel here in Tainted Grail with the weirdness. Okay, so let's go ahead and we've got our Grail, our Tainted Grail, so we can gain 1 magic at the start of the day. So let's gain that 1 magic point. We're going to need some extra magic here as we progress along. And like it mentioned, we can travel for 1 point less. So let's move over to the Mirror Lake. And we can spend 0 to rest by the lake. And as if a piece of the sky fell, you wonder if she lurks in the cold, darkest depths. So if we can stay here to rest by the day. Players perform 1 action of their choice. I think let's go to our exploration journal. And we'll look at 113. So 113. taking us to the Mirror Lake. It says, if you have the Winds of Weirdness status, so let's check out our statuses here. Got our status sheets. Winds of Weirdness. No, we don't have Winds of Weirdness. If we have Winds of Weirdness status or the Matricide status, do not have Matricide either. Remove this location from the game and replace it with location 122. Otherwise, read on. The sky and the reflective surface of this calm highland lake merge into one before your eyes. Let's just sort of check out what they're talking about here. This is the Mirror Lake, right? So the card here of Mirror Lake, and if we flip it, this is the kind of the calm. Yeah, we can see her there in the reflection. You can see me in the reflection too. But the Mirror Lake lady here, it says the sky and reflective surface of this calm highland lake merge into one before your eyes. A feeling of serenity washes over you. You feel tempted to lie down on the sandy bank and stay there until the end of the world. But then stories of the alien being living in the lake's depths reverberate in the back of your mind, bringing you back to Earth. So should we summon the lady? Well, yeah, if it says that our quest is to show the Tainted Grail, so we've got the Tainted Grail. We want to show it to the pale lady in the Mirror Lake. So let's summon her, and we'll go to verse 1. So it says, you stand a while in front of the reflective surface, attempting various courteous pleas, but the wind carries each away without a response. After a while, you can't help but feel silly. Why did you come here? A dirty lowborn trying to speak to a legend that may not even exist. Okay, so we're having this sort of imposter syndrome. We don't feel like we're heroes. If you have the Moonring mission, do we have Moonring mission? No and no. The pale lady won't come. Exploration ends. So we don't have that. Go to verse 9 if you meet any of the following requirements. We have the Tainted Grail Secret Card 8. We do have Tainted Grail Secret Card 8. And we don't have the lady's task. We don't have the lady's task. So we're going to go to verse 9. So this is cool. Looking something interesting here. Okay, verse 9. The lady rises from the water in front of you, and you take a step back. You thought you were prepared to see her, but her inhuman form, 4 sleek arms with 2 elbows each, and gaunt face surrounded by weeds and tangled hair make you suddenly recoil. There she sort of is like this, right? And there's a picture of her on the back of that card, but I think you can see her somewhat in this image too. You can see her somewhat behind this Mirror Lake image. They're looking very strange, otherworldly. She approaches, gliding through the air, her feet barely touching the water, and her torn gown flapping in the wind. Her blue lips don't move, yet something fills your mind, language that breaks the rules of every speech you've ever heard. Each word a fluctuating torrent containing all possible meanings and sounds. Only after a moment solidifying into a single atom of speech. If you have the Secret Card 8, go to verse 4. If you have the Tarnished Talisman, do we have Tarnished Talisman? If you have both the Tarnished Talisman and the Shining Talisman, do we have the Shining Talisman? No, we don't have Shining Talisman, okay? If you have none of them, you have the Hunted Secret Card, go to verse 3. So if we have Secret Card 8, which we do the Tainted Grail, we go to verse 4. So we're going to take that. Oh my gosh, now we go to this. So how do we read those again? Okay, so this is, so it's, go to 2, 5, 1. Okay, so let's go do that. Huh. Oh, 7. Okay. Got it. Very tricky, this book. Okay, so we're going to go to a Book of Secrets. Okay. Ready, guys? This is spoilers. There is a long silence. You can feel the lady fight through a wave of grief as she looks at your Grail. So, this is how he died, my favorite knight, pure and bright like the morning star. And it was I who sent him to meet his doom. Fate is cruel indeed. Forgive me. I need a moment alone. She starts to sink under the waves. But you call out to her again, asking about the Grail you hold in her hands. You shouldn't have bothered, she says coldly. It's not what you think it is. Suddenly the Grail turns to wet, stinking mud in your hand. Its gems become ordinary pebbles, its shining surface to fish scales. I made 2 of them, the lady says, submerging. 2 forgeries for one that was real. As you see, one false Grail didn't get far, but the other 2 cups should still be out there with their bearers. I asked them not to tell me where they were going, in case something forced these memories out of me. But I know your village smith headed for the first farmhold. He believed the ancient walls of this place would protect him. Farewell now. And like that, she's gone. You look into your hands, now caked in dirt. So the last 3 heroes of Kunnak became Grail bearers. But which one carried the real cup, and where have they gone? Discard the Tainted Grail secret card. So we're going to discard our Tainted Grail secret card 8. Put that in discard. Congratulations, you've completed your quest. If you're not playing Chapter 3A... Okay, so congratulations, you've completed your quest. Gain Part 7 of the Fate of the Expedition status and gain the Lady's Task status. So let's go ahead and gain Part 7 of the Fate of the Expedition. So we gain Part 7 of the Fate of the Expedition. And the Lady's Task. We gain the Lady's Task. So Lady's Task. Lady's Task. Okay, those are gained. And then we're going to find if you're playing Chapter 3, find a result Chapter 3 part. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next part. So we come out of this. We're going to resolve Chapter 3A, Part 4. Place this card on top of the active quest pile. Okay. Considering what happened to fail, you may have little time to reach the remaining members of the first expedition. Put a special event A on top of the event deck. So we're going to put special event A on top of the event deck. Special event okay, let's find it underneath here. Maybe special event A. Special event A on top of the event deck. Okay. So we place that on there. Special event A. Then place additional random events on top of the event deck. So we're going to put in 1, 2, 3. Special events. Okay, put these on top. Okay, so complete one of the following quests. Follow Efir to the first farmhold and see if he has the true Grail, or find a way to switch allegiances. So let's follow Efir to the first farmhold, 117. Where's 117? It's down this way. Okay, so let's we're going to rest here for the night. Let's end the day. We can consume 1 food. Oh, we don't have to really restore any health. We didn't really lose health. I mean, Bayor loses his 1 nominal health that he always does. We can restore our energy to full amount, so 1 and 1. And we also gain 1 just from being in this mirror lake, so this gets gained as well. So Bayor is back up here. And modify your dex. If you're in the location with a dream icon, read the dream. Let's read the dream icon. So we go back to 113, read the dream. It says, you see 4 wanderers, still shaken by the loss of their companion, entering the misty expanse of Tawathan. They wander between its ever-shifting streets and impossible structures. They find something hidden away for a long time. All 4 barely leave with their lives, but now a 5th follows. Your dream ends. Gain part 1 of the Dreams and Prophecies. Dreams and Prophecies part 1. Hint, the first expedition visited Tatuan and passed the stampede while running from something. Okay, well that's going to do it, guys. That's going to wrap us up. We've got Bayor and Maggot resting at the Mirror Lake. They've discovered that their Tainted Grail was in fact a forgery. We'll see you guys in round number 2. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.